My first involvement in the civil rights movement was in 1960. There were restrictions for Black people to go to any public facilities that were designated for whites. So the libraries were segregated. The museums were segregated, the art galleries, and all of those places where our families paid taxes. And yes, they had filed suits against these public facilities, but the wheels of justice simply was not turning fast enough for the youth. And we wanted to make a difference. We wanted to make that change. And we wanted the change to happen as soon as possible. So about 40 students or so went to those two libraries. That was in March of 1960. And they sat down at those libraries. Dozens of policemen flooded those libraries and of course, rushed them out and put them on paddy wagons and hauled them all off to jail. This Black community rallied behind those students. They had mass meetings, the ministers came together, all of the Black lawyers in Memphis defended them. The Black businesses paid bond money to get them released from jail. So this galvanized the Black community. And so I began sitting in at whatever was segregated here in Memphis. And there were lunch counters, you know, there were restaurants. So those are the places where we sat in. That was my first arrest in 1960. I was 16 years old when I sat in at the white lunch counter. And we were put in jail that day. There were 5 of us sisters who were sitting in all along Main Street that day. There was a lot of excitement in our household after that because we had finally got arrested, you know. Our parents supported us in what we were doing. You know, we knew that we had to be persistent. And if it meant getting arrested, then that's what it was going to take. It didn't matter whether we were arrested or not. We knew that we had to continue the fight, continue the demonstrations, the sit-ins and the marches and whatever we were doing as a form of protest. My sisters and I were arrested, I think they said a total of about 17 times. And so they called the Lee sisters the most arrested civil rights family. A few months ago, they placed a historical marker down on Main Street for the Lee sisters. And it happened to be, it's in front of the store where Ernestine and I, my older sister and I, were arrested. But it tells the story of the Lee sisters and how we were involved in the sit-in movement. So if there was nobody sitting in, we were going to be there to sit in.